Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Rainbow Six Siege Mobile, that tactical CQB masterpiece by Ubisoft that's been hyped up for a while now, is finally coming back pretty soon. Project BloodStrike, the game that a lot of people like to call Warzone Mobile Lite, is coming even sooner, most likely, not 100% confirmed, but we'll be talking about that in this video. And then finally, Tencent is working on a brand new mobile game that is not Arena Breakout, but is also a Tarkov Mobile game. That's also not 100% confirmed, but all the leaks are pretty much gearing us to believe that it's going to be a substitute for Arena Breakout, also made by Tencent. It's very confusing. Now, we're going to talk about all three games in today's video. Hope you guys do enjoy. This is a bit different from what I normally do. I normally cover a news topic in one separate video each, but I'm combining a bunch of stuff into one video. Let me know if you'd like to see this in the future. There's a lot of news out there, and I can always do videos like this. So leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get this started here. So to begin, Rainbow Six Siege Mobile. If you're not caught up to speed, this game has been around for a little bit now. They've had a couple of different alpha and beta tests, and this game has a fantastic future. I think this game is pretty much one of the brightest games on the horizon. There's a lot of games that are pretty disappointing at the moment, like Warzone Mobile, but I think a tactical CQB close quarters game where all the stakes are on the line, you have to be very, very cautious, peeking around corners and just playing with an entirely different mentality than you would with like a Call of Duty game, for instance, that is needed in the mobile space right now. We don't really have any game like that aside from maybe Recurrence, which is that Ready or Not mobile clone, but then again, that's really not a complete game at the moment. Rainbow Six Siege Mobile actually is. It's made by a massive company. It's got a lot of content, and they have finally put out a Twitter post saying that the next closed beta 2.0, is coming on June 6th, and I'm reading this on my phone right now. Basically, there's going to be a team deathmatch game mode alongside the regular Rainbow Six Siege game mode, which is fantastic. I really love that. That allows us to actually test out different weapons and just get more comfortable with the gameplay when we're not in as stressful as an environment as what we have in regular Rainbow Six Siege. There's mastery tracks, loadout customization, skin customization, battle pass with no XP cap, a gyroscope, which a lot of people are very excited about, and haptic feedback, if you would like. I personally don't like haptic feedback in games, but hey, some people do, and that is now an option in Rainbow Six Siege Mobile. They have their open beta and their soft launch to be determined. It says it's always live and there's no reset. There's going to be mini seasons, ranked mode, event-based game modes, updated onboarding, and additional maps. And then finally, the worldwide rollout is also to be determined. That's going to have the full season, an additional operator, controller supports, and match reconnect, which is a great feature. A lot of games don't have that. You get disconnected, you're back to the main menu. That's it. You have to find a new one. This time, if you get disconnected, you can reconnect, and that's great. Now, there's a lot of content coming to Rainbow Six Siege Mobile very soon, and I'm super excited about this. This game has come a long way from earlier days when the game was not really that optimized. It kind of looked like pretty bad graphics. And I mean, you can even see that from my very first videos on the game. I kind of was pretty critical of it. But over time, as they've done more and more tests for the game, it's gotten better and better. It has some really good graphics right now. Very good game mechanics. It feels snappy and just, it's pretty much got the perfect mechanics for a tactical CQB game. I don't really know. I think a lot of you guys are really going to enjoy it. So stay tuned for when Rainbow Six Siege Mobile does come out on June 6th. I know I will, and if you want to see content on this game when it does come out in a closed beta, I will be making videos on it. Next up, though, we got to talk about Project BloodStrike. Now, for Rainbow Six Siege Mobile, the date was pretty much set in stone. It says that right on their official Twitter page, that June 6th is the date. Project BloodStrike developers aren't really about that. They kind of just surprise us when a new beta comes out, and then it's like, oh wait, Project BloodStrike's back, cool. They don't really ever give us like concrete dates for this game, and it's a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. But as we know, Warzone Mobile for the longest time was thought to come out on May 15th. When it first was posted on the App Store, it said expected May 15th. And a lot of people, including myself back in the day, thought that that meant that global release was going to be coming out on May 15th. Or at least, if not a global release, then pretty much a global beta version or something like that. Obviously now it is the first week of May and the game is nowhere near complete. We can look at gameplay and say that, yeah, this game is not ready for a global release. So obviously it's not going to be coming out on May 15th. If it does, I would be very disappointed, and I think that would be a massive mistake on their end, unless they have some amazing version of Warzone Mobile that we don't know about. But the version that we're playing right now is not very good, all right? It's very, very slow and sluggish. It's not very optimized at all, and it's not ready for a global release. So, May 15th is the date that a lot of people are expecting some sort of Warzone Mobile game. Even though it's not, a lot of people still are. So, people are going to be searching May 15th Warzone Mobile on the App Store and the Google Play Store. That would make sense why a lot of leaks and rumors are appearing on Twitter that Project BloodStrike might either be starting a new beta test or their global release on May 15th. That's something I wouldn't be surprised NetEase would do. They literally would release it because everybody is like, oh, whoa, hold on. Warzone Mobile, it's May 15th. Where is it? I'm going to search it up. And then I bet you NetEase probably has somewhere in the tags and in their description of the game, go into the Warzone for a mobile experience, you know, to get all those keywords when people search Warzone Mobile. And then obviously it's going to be the first one up in the search results on May 15th. It just makes sense. So that's not 100% confirmed, but a lot of people are saying it, including people that properly predicted the last beta test for Project BloodStrike. I even did a video back in the day saying Project BloodStrike is coming back. A lot of people didn't believe me, but guess what? It did come back. I was one of the first people to let you guys know. So if I am saying that this game is probably going to be coming back sometime around May 15th, there's a good chance. I would say over a 50% chance that some version of the game is going to be coming back. And I guess we'll have to wait and see. I could be wrong, and don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. This is all leaks and rumors, so I just want to be very, very clear about that. But it is entirely possible, and it would make sense if Warzone Mobile is not going to have anything done on May 15th. NetEase is going to take advantage of this opportunity and finally release it. Finally, we're going to be talking about Tencent releasing a brand new mobile game some point in the future. We don't know when a release date is going to happen. I think it's in a very, very early state. But as I said in the intro to the video, this is a different Tarkov Mobile game from the Arena Breakout game that we know right now. There's a couple of different screenshots that have been floating around on Twitter, and I'm actually going to pull up a few of them on my end so I can actually go through some of them with you guys. These screenshots have a lot of things that lead us to believe this is going to be a different Tarkov Mobile game. If you look at the minimap, for instance, there is a little extraction guy running, and that's the exact same thing that you have in Arena Breakouts. You wouldn't normally see this unless it is some sort of extraction game. Alongside that, there is a backpack, which means there is some sort of inventory. Not too many different types of games have inventories. You have your, DayZ Mobile types of games, your open world survival games. That makes sense to have an inventory. Games like Undawn, for instance. But also, games like Arena Breakouts have an inventory because there is a very big looting aspect to it as well. And you can also see that the game is pretty big. For instance, in one of the screenshots, it says that the extraction point is 774 meters away. That is massive. You're only going to get that in an extraction game, a battle royale, or an open world survival game type of thing. And it looks like there's a lot of other things that are going to make it different from Arena Breakouts. For instance, there is a sliding button, which is very interesting. You can't slide in Arena Breakouts. So maybe this game is going to cater more toward people that are just, looking for a more Call of Duty experience, but at the same time, that Arena Breakout loot and shoots. Maybe Arena Breakout was just too hardcore for a lot of people, and when they've done a lot of internal tests and these external tests, they've realized that a lot of people are not that interested in Arena Breakouts. I even see from my comment sections on my Arena Breakout videos, people saying, hey, this game's not really for me. Honestly, it's too tactical, it's too slow-paced. I want a game that's more like Call of Duty Mobile because so many more games are like that than Arena Breakouts. So there's going to be some lost players there, and I think Tencent is trying to fill in that gap and make a game that's a bit more like a Call of Duty Escape from Tarkov experience. It's weird, it's different. It could be like DMZ mode in Modern Warfare 2. That's entirely possible. There is no mobile equivalent to that, so we could have a DMZ mobile with this new Tencent game. Entirely possible. There's a lot of other different things in the screenshots that lead us to believe it is going to be some sort of tactical CQB, not CQB, but, you know, the loot and shoot type of game. And I don't know. I would love to know what you guys think about this thing, because I think it just makes sense that this game could be a Call of Duty / Escape from Tarkov mix. I think that would be great. It would be pretty cool. I'd love to be able to play DMZ on my phone. I've only ever seen it on YouTube, and it looks cool. A lot of people have some very negative things to say about it, but if I can actually try it out myself on my phone, then maybe it would be pretty cool. And maybe it'll be a bigger hit on a phone or an iPad, or for instance, in comparison to PC. I don't know that for sure, though. There's no other indication from these leaks that it's anything more than just couple of in-game screenshots from just a random game coming out by Tencent. So I guess we'll have to see for more leaks. That might actually be very soon. There's leaks being posted every couple of days, so I might have to make a bigger video if like entire gameplays leak and stuff like that. So you might want to stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for my videos on Project BloodStrike as well as Rainbow Six Siege Mobile. I will have videos on all of these things. It's very exciting. June 6th for Rainbow Six Siege Mobile, then potentially May 15th for Project BloodStrike, which is literally just a few days away. That's not very long, and I'm so excited if that actually happens. And then finally, this new Tencent game, which might just be a better Arena Breakout loot and shoot type of game for people that are more used to Call of Duty and don't want to go to the extreme with that hardcore type of feel that Arena Breakout has. I don't know, but I'll be playing all of them on my channel, so hey, hope you all did enjoy. Let me know if you'd like to see videos like this where I talk about a couple of different games coming out, a bunch of different news, all blended together into one video. All of these different topics were not big enough to make separate videos on, so if there's smaller news topics that you guys would like me to bunch together into one video in the future, let me know. And yeah, I'll be reading your comments. So hope you all did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe for more videos just like this on mobile gaming, and I will see you all in the next episode.